Hello. Believe it or not, that was me being competent. It's been such a dry spring. We've had not much rain in about 6 weeks, I would think. There's one day of drizzle, wasn't there? And so that stuff was really dry. You saw how it went up. But that's how I figure you burn brambles. Small batches, ideally in one place. That was the original one. And I had a couple that I couldn't be bothered to haul all that over to the original one, and that was the site of a failed bonfire a couple of months ago. So yeah, that's hot, sweaty, mildly unpleasant work, but it has to be done. It looks a bit like a moonscape here. If you compare it to the meadow over there. So I cleared these brambles over winter, and the reason for burning them is this. I could compost them, I guess, but I'm going to get out the smoke. The compost they make isn't very good, and what am I going to do with hundreds of kilos of compost? Whoa. And I'm trying to reclaim the meadow. Now, meadows are low energy ecosystems, which means there's not many trees in it. They can't support much apart from the animals that eat grass. The soil isn't all that brilliant, and it's a low energy ecosystem. Now, brambles start the process of enriching the soil, of increasing the amount of energy that's flowing through the ecosystem. And the soil where the brambles have been growing is slightly different from where the meadow is, because of this low nutrient, low energy system. So the best thing to do, and I've been reading up on this, is to get rid of that nutrient that is stored in the bramble, rather than actually get those useful nutrients back into the soil, back into the ecosystem. So you have to get rid of them. And the only way to do that is either pay someone to haul them away or burn them. And then at least I've got ashes, which, well, this is interesting. The ashes contain some lime, calcium oxide, which some of you will recognise as one of the ingredients of concrete. So on my sludgy driveway, I've been putting these ashes, hoping that it'll firm up the soil, give it a bit of concreteness. Another reason for burning them. But, oh look. Not a good shot. Oh, and another one. The cutting them does not kill the brambles. That's brambles growing back. Now, they're everywhere. Up around the compound with the wonky woodshed, I've been digging them up, Now digging them up kills them forever. But I don't see me doing that down here yet. Maybe one day. So what do you do? Well, the answer is very carefully applied weed killer, unfortunately. Glyphosate. It'll be worrying some of you. You'll be going, what? That's hardcore, Simon. You can't use that. Well, you can, if you're very careful and it's not too windy and you have a good sprayer. Because every one of these stalks you can see around you and there's hundreds of them within sight, is a bramble plant, and in a year or two it'll grow back to these massive bramble bushes, which is not the idea. So I'm going to be using a hideous weed killer once there's enough leaf for the plant to absorb it. And the best time to do that is probably soon, in the next month, before everything starts growing back, so there's not too much collateral damage with the other broadleaf meadow plants that are coming up, and while I can identify where the brambles are easily. So that's a lot of words just there, but that's why I'm doing this. I've been putting this off. You just watch me burn 100 square meters or so of brambles. Yeah, that's reasonable. 10 meters, yeah. And I've got to hang around now to make sure the fires are safe. I'm a bit hot and sweaty there. So there you are, that's the bramble story, and that's how you do a bonfire. Small batch. Ideally one site, so you don't burn up too much of it. And you need a rake, and you need I'm glad I had the watering can today, because I was getting close to losing it all. Anyway, hot and sweaty Simon bidding you adieu. You be really nice to yourself. All right. Bye.